Hello, friends. Today I want to talk about tea drinking. I'm a tea drinker, and this morning I had a lovely tea with my friend Meredith, and it got me to thinking, why don't I have this kind of lovely tea more often? And I'll tell you why. Okay. When I was in England and Scotland, you can get any kind of tea you want anywhere, and they don't look at you like you have three heads, which they do here in restaurants. Most especially, I drink decaffeinated tea. I prefer real decaffeinated tea, like English breakfast decaffeinated tea, but mostly I have to resort here in the States to herbal tea because that's all that most places serve. This morning, Meredith had decaffeinated black tea for me, so that was lovely. But in London, when you say decaffeinated tea, they bring you a pot of tea, which is with tea leaves, and then they bring you a little strainer that you put over your cup, and you pour into the cup, which strains out all of the tea leaves, and you have a lovely cup of tea, and it's always hot and fresh. It was my favorite thing in the morning when we were away. Both of the breakfast places that we went to had gorgeous tea, and I just really enjoyed it. Since then, I haven't had any kind of gorgeous tea until this morning at Meredith's. But this is part of the reason why. Okay, first of all, restaurants here in the United States don't understand what decaffeinated tea is. First of all, you say, I'd like tea. They come and they bring you like 5 or 6 ratty tea packets that, have been in the back of the cupboard for however long because people don't drink tea. So you choose amongst them, and you're lucky if they have an herbal tea. They'll say, here, we have, I normally say I'll have herbal tea because they don't have decaf. So they say, oh, okay, here's a green tea. I say, no, green tea is not herbal. They think green tea is herbal. Well, here's a mint tea. Well, then I have to read the package because many mint teas are not herbal teas. And then finally, the last resort is chamomile, which I don't love, but it's an okay hot drink, and it's good for your digestion and all that. So normally I have to resort to, in restaurants, chamomile tea. Now, the other thing about having tea is that for me, it's important to have it in a nice cup. And a nice cup is a fine china cup, not a big fat mug, no. So here at home, where I drink decaffeinated English breakfast, I drink my tea in this little Villeroy and Boch mug because it's not as fussy as a teacup with a saucer, and this is fine and lovely, and so I enjoy that. But on special occasions, of course, like on St. Patrick's Day, I served tea to my daughter in a Belique teacup, which is also acceptable, of course. We had an Irish friend, Bella Urena, who was our Irish dance teacher, and she would not drink tea unless it was out of a proper cup. She was hilarious. So, let me just complain one more time, a little bit more. At Starbucks, they don't have any decaf black tea. They only have this passion tea, which is like an herbal, fruity kind of a tea. It's fine, but it's not tea, really. And coffee bean and tea leaf, they used to have a decaf English breakfast, but the last few times I've been there in the last year, they haven't had any because I guess nobody drinks it. So it is a very sad situation here in the United States for tea drinkers, especially those who drink decaffeinated tea. And so I was very glad this morning when Meredith treated me to a proper tea. So thank you, Mare. Spread the word. Maybe we can get something going on for tea drinkers.